everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Browns going up against the Saints.
Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws, actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Stafford on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front,
and now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He finds Coleman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
he went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding when you look back at what people thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it. He can do it, and boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Brees. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Brees to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Brees looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Again has it complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And the Browns getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
First down, Stafford here. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And they'll go on the ground. And some space here. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he finds Jace Amaro. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
That's another nice run. And I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Breeze. And he floated one out there incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd and short.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's got time. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, Never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Deep drop. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the tight end has it. It's Fleener. And I think the ball's out. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw, it's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Breeze. And Giddens got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jace Amaro, his 3rd touchdown now. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Stafford on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Again, will come in motion right. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second down and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part and forget the bad.
I like that even better. Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Stafford here. And it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the net.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Stafford. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
And that has to be frustrating for the offense. They caught him in a dime package. 6 defensive backs on the field. If you're going to run draw and run your big guys as smaller people, you should have success on that play. Instead, the defense won the battle.
Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And he's got it up and through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Breeze on third down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Stafford going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go. Sammy. Here we go.
In motion, Patterson. Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limit.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offense.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield, and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Browns a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down.